Hello chess players, here is the today's position. We will begin with important positional observations of the puzzle in terms of pros and cons. We are playing as a white color and this is a middle game. We have played castling on the king side and our king is quite safe. Queen is on open e-file. Bishop is in the opponent's territory and controlling two squares of the king. Another bishop is quite active on this long diagonal and our rook is on semi-open file. Now, let us see the another side of the board. Black has tried castling on the king's side, but the castling is already destroyed, which is not a good sign for black. Queen has space to move around, but has no role as of now. Queen of bishop is absent from key square g7, which is very bad for black king. Black rook on e8 is on the active space, but other three pieces, rook, bishop and knight, are not active. Now, pause the video and try to find the sequence of moves that will lead to winning position in this game. You can also write your moves in the comment box. Alright, if you found rook capture pawn, amazing! We are allowing our opponent to capture our queen. But why? Because after rook capture queen, then it is rook e5 discovered check from the bishop. And because of our two bishops are crisscrossing each other and rook is controlling e-file, in this black is designing a game because black has only one move, queen d5. After queen d5, bishop capture queen, a beautiful checkmate using two bishops and rook. Now, after rook capture d5, if opponent would have played something else like moving the king g8, then in that case it will be rook capture queen, discovered check to the king, and again if king goes to the corner h8, still this will be checkmate. So I hope you understand how we solve this puzzle. But now you understand it is very easy to solve any position if you see positional observations well. We have solved this tricky position and we might be able to recreate similar position during the game. Now, let's understand the steps that brought us to this position. Therefore, let's begin from the starting. Game started with pawn e4 controlling the center, pawn d5 Scandinavian defense center game attacking our free pawn, pawn capture pawn, knight f6. So here we arrived at Scandinavian defense modern variation opening. Pawn c4 defending our pawn, pawn c6. Opponent is attacking our center pawn but also blocking the square for the knight development. Knight c3 developing a minor piece and controlling center squares. Pawn takes pawn. Here black is threatening controlling the center square e4 and pawn d4, which will eventually kick out our knight. So that's why pawn capture pawn, knight capture pawn, and here black has advanced their knight on the center square. Bishop c4 improving our bishop in the game and creating two attackers on the knight, where black has only one backup. Pawn e6. Here black is defending their knight with pawn support. Knight f3, bishop e7, preparing for castling. Castling to increase the king's safety. Black plays castling to increase the king's safety. Pawn d4 to control the center and opening our bishop. Knight c6, developing a knight and controlling center squares. Queen e2, activating our queen and preparing for rook d1. Bishop f6, attacking our center pawn. Now, black has two attackers, knight and bishop, and we have only one. So that's why we are playing rook d1 and having two defenders. Pawn g6, preparing bishop g7, bishop to h6, attacking on the rook, getting our bishop in the opponent's area. So this is the opponent's area. Rook e8, which was a mistake. Ideally, black should have played bishop g7. Why? Because after rook e8, black saved the rook, but king is trapped on these two squares. Now, as the game continued, rook a to c1, getting the rook on the open file, knight capture knight, pawn capture back, pawn b6, preparing for bishop to b7, setting on the long diagonal, knight e5, attacking on a hanging piece, knight c6, and improving our knight position on the center square, bishop b7, developing bishop on long diagonal. Here, if opponent would have captured the knight, then pawn capture back, it is not only attacking on the bishop, but our rook is attacking on the queen. So that's why opponent played bishop b7, avoided knight capture knight move. Knight capture f7, a really great move because we are sacrificing our knight. And if opponent captures it, then pawn d5, attacking on the knight, and pawn e6. Pawn capture pawn, and here we arrived at our puzzle position. As you know the solution, rook capture d5, rook capture queen, rook e5, discover check, black has only one move, and bishop capture queen, checkmate using two bishops and rook. Remember that our aim is not to keep all the moves in our mind, but understanding of piece placement and coordination are important. I have shared pigeon file in the description box. Now, let me show you the position for our next video. I hope you have learned something new today. Check out my other videos and comment your feedback. Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.